So yeah, I mean, I think it's more of a like what you guys want is that I should give a brief kind of history of how we or at Matic we evolved from a startup or a research company to an IEO and now a blockchain network as we went into mainnet. So yeah, I mean, I can basically walk through the history of Matic and then kind of take out the cues from it that what are the key areas that the upcoming companies or startup protocols who are looking to build looking to build a token startup. I call these token startups, right? And I will also touch upon that how doing a token startup is like much difficult than doing a like I'm not saying doing an equity startup is easy in any way. It's really one of the hardest thing that you would do on this planet. But then doing a token startup, when you add a token on top of a startup, it compounds difficulty of doing things. So we'll touch upon that also a bit. So at Matic we the idea of Matic started from our my fellow co-founder Jayanti. He was a research member in the Plasma group, and there he realized that the way the Plasma was being built, and which actually proved to be true over time, is that is not the right way. So we should do it in a way which is like more developer friendly and all. So that was the core idea from where it started. He had already built a small POC over there, and then he discussed it with me also, and we also actually connected over the like initially our initial connect back in 2000 end of 2016 or even like slightly before that happened through the Indian blockchain community. So for any like I will keep taking out these inputs also for other upcoming or potential or hopeful people who want to do something in this, that in this particular space, since the research is expanding at such a rapid space, like in 2 to 3 months everything that you are building is becomes like more or less obsolete. So having a very strong network is very important. So I and JD connected over there on some of these ideas and everything. And then over time I also realized that this is pretty solid, and then we could make it a company and take it public in a public kind of platform. So luckily initially for us there was a ICO kind of boom at that time. So what we did is that we tried, like we could have gone into the market immediately and then maybe raised, I don't know, maybe 18 million dollar, $20 million, whatever, because we had the credentials with us. I had built multiple, software like blockchain related products for the clients and for myself before. And JD was also had done open source contributions. But then, we decided that no, this is not the right way. We disagreed with the white paper approach, to be honest, that, you should be raising money on a white paper. So that we will be the, like from the very start, and this was actually the ICO frenzy days. We thought that we will have at least a stable test net, and then we will go out and start raising any money. So we built a basic test net, and then we did a very small family and friends round, and from our closely known members in the community and some of our friends. So mostly mine and Jayanti's friends invested in us, right? So that's the first step, like where you have an idea, you consolidate your vision, that what you exactly want to build. Also realize that in this industry, every 3 to 6 months whatever you are building becomes obsolete. So your idea and vision should be a larger and stronger vision. So for us it was like the vision today also it's the same vision, is to have a developer friendly blockchain application, blockchain platform. So yeah, so we had the idea. So we, like, rather than saying that okay, we are building a plasma POS network as a side chain, we in our minds we were very clear that we want to build developer friendly blockchain platform where developers can easily build applications, and then the user experience of those applications should be at par with web 2. That's our core vision and idea. And in between, whatever happens, whether we are building a single operator plasma or a multi operator POS hybrid plasma POS chain, those are all the tactical decisions. The bigger, larger decision is that, provide uh, a development platform where these good applications, blockchain applications, which can compete with Web2 applications, can be built. So of course, scalability and low cost transactions and all that become a part of it. And then the other part was that from the applications, the blockchain should be invisible. Like the end user doesn't care that whether this is a blockchain, this is a decentralized application or whatever. For them, they initially want to use a good application. Then, when the application has a good enough user experience at par with, let's say, if somebody is using a decentralized Twitter, it is at par with the actual Twitter. Then somebody will think that, okay, I have these two options, where do I want to express myself more, if on a decentralized platform or a centralized kind of platform like Twitter. So that was also one important part of the vision from our side. So we started from there. We built a white paper. We had our vision in our minds. We built a test net. Then we did a small family and friends round. And in this round also, we took some of the friends which we knew that have very good networks, who can help us recruit, who can help us spread the word to the other kind of investors. So we selected those angel investors, even if they were friends, but very carefully, who had industry idea and all that. And only few of them were like for only there for, let's say, the initial fundraise. So having good angels like Ajit sir, if somebody can get, even now, if I can get somebody like Ajit sir as a mentor, that's like the half of your problem is solved. And I mean it, like, because we raised our largest fundraise round in IEO only. So we don't have that many VCs, and only few VCs who have picked up our tokens from the secondary market, they help us. And trust me, if you have good VCs backing you, I think it removes a lot of friction from your life. It opens up a lot of doors for you, like having angels and VCs who are there in the industry and know a good thing. So having good angels and good VCs is also very important for early stage startups. Now, so once we had the vision and the white paper and the brief round done, then we started getting some very solid developers on our this thing, on our platform. And of course, all the good things of the startup, all the important things of the startup, that you have to hire the right people, you have to keep the burn rate low initially, acquire some traction, all of that is applicable. I'm just only talking about the token startup kind of thing. So all of those things are as important as in a normal startup here also. So we started hiring some good people and kept on building the product. And then for the IEO side of thing, I'm saying that we started approaching the exchanges. At that time, IEO were not big, but we were reaching out to all the big investors in the space, and Binance was also one of the biggest investors. So we reached out to them also and asked them whether that this was a good product and all. And as Abhimanyu was saying that, back in 2017, end of 2017, 18, some of the Indian projects came out, and, some of them actually ended up doing sort of fishy things or whatever. So due to that, the name of Indian blockchain ecosystem out there was not good. Like, everybody thought that every Indian project is a scam, like in very simple terms. So it was very difficult to convince initial partners. But good thing was that because JD was working on something like Dagger product that we had, so somebody was using that within Coinbase and all that. So we got that initial connect from there. We converted Coinbase, we converted Decentraland, and then I did a very strong pitch to Binance, and then we actually met them in few hackathons. So as a platform product, when you are building, you need to get the developers. So again, our vision helped that. So even when we had hardly $50,000 or $100,000 in our in our treasury, even at that time also we were spending $2,000 to $5,000 in one single hackathon. You should be very, if you are an honest entrepreneur, you should be very clearly asking you these questions, that why exactly you need a token, right? I mean, many people are still trying to do that payment token, that okay, I will have a small micro ecosystem and people will be paying using my tokens. Those kind of payment tokens don't work, and they have proven to fail, like, because they don't have a real utility. Why can't somebody pay in DAI or USDT or ETH, right? Why do you need a separate currency for making payments? So that doesn't work actually. Only proven token models that can work is like, one was staking, where you are actually staking that token and then using it. Like even Ethereum having a utility token in terms of paying the gas fees might also not work. There were a lot of questions on Ethereum's token utility as a gas fees only also. So, but Ethereum is also now moving to POS. So staking the token in order to earn the rewards actually gives you a like overall economic like engine where people are staking your tokens because there is a yield related to that and transaction fees, and more transaction fees goes up, your network utility goes up, more and more people will like to stake that money and then get that transaction fees. So then overall your token utility can grow. And now we are seeing this onset of governance tokens, and I think all these startups you should very closely look. Yesterday, 2 days back, also in one conference I was saying that now the DApps might have a token model where you have a governance token, which actually if you see, Compound also has profit sharing ideas with their token, with the governance token, which actually makes you a security. But then there is a clause, and everybody should read the MakerDAO's token model also, because the governance is voting on the amount of profit shared, not like a central party, but the people of the community are deciding that how much profit can be distributed to the this thing, and then it is not coming from the efforts of single party. And there is a expectation of zero return also in many cases, like community can vote zero profit to go. So that actually fails a lot of that actually succeeds Harvey's test, and then you no longer are a security. That's why you see MakerDAO, Maker token, and Compound now listed on Coinbase. So please, all of the token startups, look, if your token doesn't have staking and any core utility into it, think of doing governance based models also. Those are going to be a big hit with DeFi, but then they will trickle down into the DApps also. So that's my till IO part. Focus on your token utility and get token model. Yeah.